You spend time with someone and after, your energy drops. Not because you guys did too much or talked for too long, but there was something about that interaction that took more out of you than it should have. The conversation was fine. You were talking, they were talking. Nothing obvious went wrong, but if you look closer, you were slightly more careful than usual, a little more aware of how you were coming across and a little less natural. And you don't fully notice this until later, after the interaction, when your energy dips and just something feels off. What you're feeling is your nervous system responding to misalignment, because it's not that someone's making you act differently. Your system is picking up on cues and adjusting you in response. So you end up monitoring your tone and changing your words carefully and holding back your real reaction or even managing their emotions, because your nervous system is trying to maintain safety and connection at the same time. And that right there takes a lot of energy. You see, you weren't just in the conversation, you were operating on two different levels at once. One level was outward, speaking, listening, engaging. The other was internal, tracking their responses, modifying your reactions, predicting what might land or not. And in psychology, this is a form of self-monitoring under social threat. So while the interaction looks normal on the surface, internally, your system's working overtime to regulate both you and the environment. And that right there is what causes the drain. You see, what you're experiencing is a shift in nervous system state. You operate from what's called social engagement, where you're present, you're expressive, you're natural. But around certain people, your nervous system shifts into a more guarded state where it prioritizes monitoring over expressing. And that's when you start scanning. How is this landing? What should I say next? Should I adjust my tone? This is called adaptive self-suppression, where connection is maintained by reducing how much of yourself is actually being expressed. And the more that you suppress yourself or reshape yourself to stay connected, the more energy it takes to do it, dang. And your body knows the difference between being with someone and being on guard around someone. So instead of labeling the person, let's look at the pattern of adaptation and get curious about the shift in you. After an interaction, ask yourself, did I feel open or controlled? Was I monitoring or expressing? Did I trust myself or was I managing how I was coming across? Because what drains you isn't the person alone. It's how much you had to adjust yourself just to stay connected to them. And that pattern tells you everything that you need to know about the dynamic that you're in. You're not exhausted from being around people. You're exhausted from being someone else when you're around them. So please, stay grounded, stay close.